Alright, so this is Rosencreutz's Roulette. This is a Dojin game platformer that was released quite a number of years ago. I played it back then and had a lot of fun with it. And the story was that, so it was a really popular Dojin game. If you've never played it before, it's best way to describe it, it's like a Mega Man clone. Very Mega Man inspired game. The guy who made the game is obviously a big fan of Mega Man, probably grew up playing it, like many of us. But other than Mega Man, actually, this game also has a lot of Castlevania elements. So, if you grew up playing those kind of platformers, or, if you're like me and you enjoy both of both of those franchises, then yeah, this is definitely the game for you. It's worth trying. Anyway, you might have noticed I pressed a certain code on the intro screen there, and it's changed the game mode. So in this game, you usually play as a character called Spiritia. She's this blonde girl. She plays very similar to Mega Man. She's got a slide, a shot, charge shot, and whenever you beat up someone, you take their power. But in this mode, you get it with a code, left, right, RL. It's a code that you receive after you beat the game for the first time. But this mode changes the game. Now it's Rosencreutz's Roulette, Grolschort. You get to play as another character. You get to play as Grola. She's one of the bosses in the game. And so this is a really cool mode because she plays like Zero, and because of that, it does change a lot of things about the way the game is played. Oh, wait a second. That's not what I wanted. Start on the prologue. So this is like kind of a spoiler if you haven't already played the game, but usually you're not supposed to do this mode unless you've what is that? Been in the game once. So you already know what kind of character this Iris girl is. Another thing about this game is that for some reason, like every character in this game has a German name, including this one. So it does say her name is Iris, but it's actually not pronounced Iris. It's actually Edis. Everything's German. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Oh, got caught red-handed. So, like, this game, when I played it, like, way back then, and I'm just gonna let the dialogue go, you don't have to read it. Um, there's a fan translation group that ended up translating the entire game, and they did a really kick-ass job with it. I believe the name of the group was Dark Side Translations, maybe Dark Squid, I forget. But anyways, they did the translation of the Dojin game. They also had a blog called Schwer and Schwer Alike, I believe. They did a good job, and I know they also announced that they were going to do the translation of the second game, because this game does actually have a sequel. But after they announced that, the blog kind of went dormant, and I just checked it every now and then, and just would not see any real updates. And so after a long time, I just forgot the blog existed, and I assumed that the project died, and people working on it moved on to bigger and better things. But much to my surprise, all these years later, this little Dojin game that I enjoy is now on Steam. It's got an official localization, and they're still working on the second game. So it's really cool that they haven't died. It's really cool that they powered through. Were able to get this game in an official localization. Roller is pretty badass. classic. You can already tell what direction this conversation is going. Yeah. What? That... I don't remember this happening. Maybe this was an error that was introduced by this new English localization? Interesting. Oh. Am I imagining things? So when you play the game as Spiritia, this is actually the first screen you see. You don't see the whole part with Edis, because you're not really supposed to find out that she's a bad guy until way, way later. But since this is like a special mode, those things are just shown to you right away. The forest. One Woman's War. Alright, so this is the first stage. It's actually totally optional, because you don't have to go through the prologue. But yeah, this is Barola. She plays very much like Zero from the Mega Man X series and Mega Man Zero. So you can jump, you can hit people with a sword, you have a 3-hit sword combo. And then also when you jump sword and you dash sword, you get a different move. The dash sword move is really, really good. It has this amazing hitbox. You can also charge your sword too. And also, just like Zero and X, you can wall climb. And unlike Spiritia, where you press down A to do a slide, you just press the L button or the R button to do a command slide. You know, just like Mega Man X. So because of the way she plays, she's super, super fast. So compared to Tia, the platforming settings are just a lot easier because you just blaze through the stages since you're so fast and you climb the walls. Compared to Tia, though, so if you look at the sword normals, like, in general she just does way more damage, but the cost is, you know, you can't fight at a distance. And, but she does take more damage. I don't know what the modifier is, but yeah, her defense is really poor. Die really, really fast. Really can't make any mistakes. One thing that I believe is unique about Barola is that, she kind of has like a desperation mode. So right now you notice I have full life and the color is like yellow-orange, right? But when she gets to half-life or lower, then the life bar turns red. And when she turns red, this charge sword move ends up doing way more damage. I don't remember if it's double damage. It might be double damage. It's either that or 150%, but it's something pretty significant. Give me a second. Okay, let's go to the stage then. That was the classic Mega Man enemy in Met. Now we got more classic enemies, stats. But you can see just how easy it is to get through stages, she's so fast. And the dashing sword move just has such a big hitbox. You can hit everything with it, pretty much. So quick. So since this is an intro stage, you know, it's pretty easy. There's nothing really fancy here in terms of platforming. We got fire. So on this part of the stage, if you're playing as Tia, you would meet up with your fairy companion, but well, it works alone. It is one woman's war. Deaf ears. The one thing that you'll notice if you've already played the game in normal mode is that most of the girls have nicknames for each other. So if you play as Tia, she doesn't call her Frodia, just Fro. But you know they call each other that because they're like best friends. But you know, here, when you compare Grola to Frodia, I guess they don't have that close of a relationship. So they call each other by their full name. And here's the first boss. So since she's just part of the intro stage, first boss, she's really easy. Basically, your pattern's always the same: teleport, shoot 3 shots, teleport again. And then if you hit her at the end of it, she'll slide at you. Oops. Oops. It's actually kind of hard to hit her without, So you see what happened there? The background just turned to ice, and she had like this aura pop up around her. When you see that, that means that they've turned to desperation mode. But then, since this is the intro fight, she doesn't really have a real desperation mode. The only thing that really changes is just the background. But yeah, her attack pattern doesn't change. She doesn't like do more damage or anything. Press onward. When he entrusted the demon sword Grolschwert to me, he said it would clear the path I must walk. So that's the name of her sword, the Grolschwert.